Welcome back to Bike Culture Hub. The 2025 Honda CBR 1300XX Super Blackbird has officially landed, and it's rewriting everything we thought we knew about hypersport touring motorcycles. This isn't just a homage to the legend of the early 2000s, this is a re-engineered, thoroughly modern machine built to reclaim its place among the fastest, most refined, and most complete motorcycles on the planet. For fans of power, precision, and performance with a touch of high-speed elegance, this is Honda showing the world it still knows how to flex with a vengeance. At the core of the 2025 CBR 1300XX is a new 1,295 cubic centimeters inline-four engine, liquid-cooled and heavily revised from the ground up to meet modern emission standards while pushing performance to new levels. Honda's engineering department clearly didn't want to simply revive the past, they wanted to exceed it. This engine produces an astonishing 195 horsepower at 10,200 RPM and 108 Nm of torque at 8,000 RPM. Those numbers place it directly in the crosshairs of rivals like the Kawasaki Ninja ZX-14R and Suzuki Hayabusa, but what sets the Blackbird apart is the way it delivers that power. It's not just fast, it's smoothly, relentlessly fast. From a standstill, the throttle response is creamy yet commanding, building power with a smoothness that feels more like a turbine than a combustion engine. In every gear, at every speed, the bike is ready to surge forward with the kind of mechanical violence that's tempered only by Honda's signature refinement. To manage that power, Honda's loaded the 1300XX with a full suite of modern electronic rider aids. You get a 6-axis IMU-based system that governs lean-sensitive traction control, ABS, and wheelie control. Ride-by-wire allows for multiple riding modes: sport, touring, rain, and user-customizable settings, while an electronic quickshifter with auto blipper comes standard. Unlike the older generation that relied purely on the rider's throttle control and bravery, this new Blackbird lets you exploit its full potential with confidence, even in less-than-perfect conditions. It's not just about raw speed, it's about usable, intelligent performance. The chassis is equally impressive. The twin-spar aluminum frame has been stiffened and lightened, offering a blend of stability and agility that's rare in a bike of this size. Despite weighing in at 252 kilograms wet, the 1300XX feels remarkably nimble at speed thanks to a well-balanced geometry and smart suspension tuning. Speaking of suspension, Honda has equipped the bike with semi-active Showa components: SFFBP, separate function fork, big piston, forks at the front and a balance-free rear cushion shock at the rear. These adjust in real time based on riding conditions, providing a plush, controlled ride whether you're devouring highway miles or carving through a canyon. Braking performance is predictably exceptional. Up front, you've got dual 330mm discs with radial mount 4-piston Brembo calipers, while the rear gets a 256mm disc with a single-piston Nissan caliper. The feel is progressive and confidence-inspiring, with cornering ABS ensuring you don't overcook it even when pushing hard into a bend. The linked braking system, which Honda has refined over the years, subtly assists in balancing front and rear brake distribution without making it feel intrusive. It's another example of how the new Blackbird doesn't just go fast, it does it with grace and assurance. Design-wise, the 2025 Super Blackbird is a stunner. The silhouette maintains the long, low, and slightly menacing profile of the original, but with a futuristic twist. Aerodynamics played a central role in the redesign. You'll notice the sharply contoured fairing that seamlessly integrates winglets into the side panels, not for show, but for actual high-speed stability. The LED lighting front and rear is slim and aggressive, giving it a predator-like presence on the road. The dual headlamp setup is gone, replaced by a full-width LED matrix that screams modernity. Finished in a deep obsidian black with crimson accents and carbon fiber touches, the 1300XX radiates premium intent from every angle. Riders will appreciate a cockpit that's as high-tech as it is user-friendly. The full-color 7-inch TFT display is crisp, customizable, and integrates navigation, smartphone connectivity via Honda RoadSync, and real-time bike telemetry. You can monitor lean angle, brake pressure, suspension behavior, and even tire temperature. Bar controls are backlit and intuitive, with a tactile feel that makes mid-ride adjustments effortless. And yes, cruise control and heated grips are standard. This is a bike that's equally capable of cross-country touring as it is blasting down a drag strip. One of the most talked about features on the new Blackbird is its active aerodynamics. At speeds above 120 km per hour, small winglets deploy automatically to stabilize the bike, reducing front-end lift and improving high-speed cornering confidence. It's tech straight out of MotoGP, repurposed for a road-going missile. Paired with an electronically adjustable windscreen and integrated fairing ducts for heat dissipation, the aerodynamics package makes this bike not just fast, but efficient and composed at triple-digit speeds. Underneath all the muscle and tech lies one of the most comfortable hypersport platforms out there. The riding triangle has been slightly relaxed from the original Super Blackbird. Handlebars are a tad higher, foot pegs are lower and more rear-set, and the seat has been redesigned for long-distance comfort. Honda's smart ergonomics allow you to stay in the saddle for hours without fatigue. It's a rare thing in a motorcycle that can outrun nearly everything else on the road. Practicality hasn't been ignored either. You get a generous 22-liter fuel tank, giving the bike a real-world touring range of nearly 300 kilometers depending on how aggressively you ride. Underseat storage is minimal but useful for essentials, and the rear subframe has been reinforced to accommodate Honda's optional hard luggage system. The center stand, rarely seen on hypersport machines, is also available as an accessory. Again showing that the CBR 1300XX isn't just about top speed runs, but about being a real-world performer for riders who expect more. In terms of pricing, the 2025 Honda CBR 1300XX Super Blackbird comes in at $19,999. That places it slightly above the base Suzuki Hayabusa and just under the Kawasaki ZX-14 RSA. But considering the active aerodynamics, semi-active suspension, and overall refinement, it's well positioned as a value-packed premium performance bike. It's not cheap, but it doesn't feel overpriced either. You're getting flagship technology, top-tier build quality, and a level of versatility that few bikes in this category offer. But what really defines the 1300XX is the experience. It's not a track weapon disguised as a road bike, nor is it a laid-back sport tourer. It lives in that sweet spot: raw, exhilarating performance wrapped in Honda's trademark polish. It doesn't just bring back the nameplate, it evolves it. You can ride it every day, take it across the country, or unleash it on an airstrip. It handles all these tasks with the same calm authority, making you feel like you're piloting something beyond ordinary motorcycles. There's a certain mystique to the name Blackbird. In the late 90s, it was the bike that redefined the notion of speed on two wheels. Now, in 2025, it does something arguably more difficult: it redefines the idea of complete performance. Speed, comfort, technology, design, it's all here, in abundance. The CBR 1300XX Super Blackbird isn't trying to chase records anymore. It's doing something bolder: it's claiming its place as the definitive hypersport experience of the modern era. If you're looking for a motorcycle that doesn't ask you to choose between power and practicality, between tech and soul, the new Blackbird deserves your attention. Because sometimes, legends don't just return. They evolve.